I was fixing her fence when she turned to me and asked, "Do you have a girlfriend?" The afternoon sun hung low in the sky as I worked on the broken fence separating my yard from Mrs. Carter's property. The old wooden panels had finally given up after a week of strong winds, and since I had some free time, I offered to repair them. Mrs. Carter was in her early 40s, kind-hearted, and known throughout the neighborhood for helping anyone in need. Ever since I moved into the area a year ago, she had always greeted me with a warm smile. I was tightening the last screw when I heard her voice behind me. "Need some lemonade?" I turned around and smiled. "That sounds perfect." She handed me a cold glass and watched as I took a grateful sip. "You've been working hard all afternoon," she said. "Well, the fence wasn't going to fix itself." She laughed softly. For a few moments, we stood there talking about the weather, neighborhood gossip, and her garden. Then, surprisingly, she became quiet. I noticed her looking at me thoughtfully. Finally, she asked, "Do you have a girlfriend?" The question caught me off guard. No," I replied. "Not at the moment." She nodded slowly. "Really? Really?" A smile appeared on her face, but it wasn't the casual smile she usually wore. "That's interesting." I raised an eyebrow. "Why?" Instead of answering, she looked toward the house. "My daughter Emily is coming home from college this weekend." Suddenly everything made sense. I laughed. "You were asking for her?" Mrs. Carter laughed too. "Of course. What did you think I meant?" To be honest, I wasn't sure. "Well," she said, still smiling, "Emily has heard me talk about you for months. The helpful neighbor who fixes things, shovels snow for elderly residents, and never misses a chance to help." I felt my face grow warm. "You've been advertising me?" "Only the truth." That weekend, Emily arrived. She was smart, funny, and far easier to talk to than I expected. What began as a short introduction over coffee turned into a long walk through the neighborhood. Then another meeting. Then dinner. Weeks turned into months. One evening, while Emily and I sat together on the same porch where her mother had first asked that unexpected question, she smiled and said, "You know, Mom planned that conversation weeks in advance." I knew it. She was determined to find out if you were single. I laughed. "Well, I guess fixing that fence was the best decision I ever made." Emily squeezed my hand. "Mine too." As the sun set beyond the neighborhood rooftops, I couldn't help but think about how strange life could be. Sometimes a broken fence wasn't just a broken fence. Sometimes it was the beginning of a completely new chapter. Red Heart.